you need the recap, even though we're doing the unthinkable and starting on time. Hi everyone. It's 9:00. You know what that means? We're gonna do our damnedest to kill some part. I mean, have some fun playing D&D. Uh, um.
Watch out for the TPK later tonight. What?
We'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be
We'll
okay. So, real quick, before we get too into it, Carden will be joining us shortly. I just saw him in the Discord, so he's probably just getting home from work and stuff. Asta will be here in a moment as well. She is currently celebrating, well, not necessarily celebrating, but receiving birthday wishes from her family, as today is her birthday. And because it's
that must be her right now.
Oh, maybe.
No, that's me.
No, it's the other one.
Even better.
And because it's her birthday, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I know we haven't done this in the past, but I want to do something different with birthdays because I think this is a fun idea and I think it would be totally worth it. And we'll have to tell her this when she gets here as well, but I'm going to tell everybody now so that remember. So on your birthday, and we'll do this going forward, on your birthday, if we play, so on your birthday week, if we play D&D that Friday, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the player, whomever's birthday it is, I'm going to give them a free natural 20 to use in the game. Did we just miss your birthday, bud?
Yeah, about a month off now.
Well, we'll get it next time around.
I'll be dead by then.
No, you won't. Just because I think that's a fun, easy way to just kind of like, happy birthday. And you just have to decide, I don't want to roll. Here's a natural 20. Because, screw it, why not? So I think
if that's the killing blow, that's always fun.
Right, exactly. Especially somebody who can only deal like a lot of damage in a round, no big deal. So, that's, I think I'm going to kind of do that a little bit, kind of going forward. As long as you guys don't have like a ton of birthdays all in one week, I seriously think it'll be fine. Because if you guys, like, if all of your guys' birthdays, say, fell in the same week of August, my game would be screwed. Like, y'all would just be like, oh, we're fighting Torben? Natural 20s. But I will also say that this is effectively like an item. So if you don't like, if Asta doesn't use it tonight, it will carry over because that's kind of a bummer if they don't get to use it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it will be something that, because who's to say if we'll even get to any kind of moment for them to use it? So
the night could just be all spent on roleplay.
Yeah, it very well could be, because we'll get to that recap in a moment. The other thing...
Quick question, DM.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt. Did you ever make the barrier ring a thing?
I mean, it's always been a thing. What platform are you referring to?
I mean, for my character sheet on Beyond.
I don't think I made it on Beyond. I think I made it in Roll20, but I can do that while Romulus does the intro. I'll just let you know when I have it finished.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Yep. So with what I will, the other thing I wanted to announce is, if you guys didn't see it, we finally have a podcast format up and running. So you guys can check out excuse me, the the campaign of Mundus in a podcast format. It is up on a lot of places, honestly, at the moment. I'm using a software, not software, a site called Podbean, so you can definitely find it over there. Again, under the Big Ripper name and logo. You can find it there. There's other places that it is also being spread to through Podbean. I think it's even on Spotify. I'd have to double check on that one, but I think I got accepted onto Spotify. So check your local your favorite podcasting format and see if it's shown up over there, because it just may be. And I don't think I have anything else. I think that was the last thing I wanted to go over. So with that, then I believe D-Knock, aka Romulus, had called dibs, if you would, on the recap for this week. So I'm gonna hand it off to him and let him tell you what happened last week.
Right. So, to start off, basically, Torben used sending to ask, to confirm what time we wanted to meet, and I said, let's go with his original time. He agreed, and then I think the last words I said to him were something along the lines of, "We're coming for you." And I didn't receive anything after that. So we all met in the dining room and talked, hey, what are we going to do today? So I do believe it was just two of us made the decision and everyone else was like, okay, we'll just follow you. And we went shopping. Along the way, we went to the clerk, to the general goods store, which is run by give me a second. I've got the name. It's originally run by the Theme. Or no, wait, by Dorcas. Dorcas owns the store. But he wasn't there that day. So a clerk that he hired, the Theme, helped us out. And we bought multiple potions. 9, I think. And split them up among the party. 2 going in the bag of... Yeah, 2 going in the bag of holding, I think. I didn't write that part down, but that's just what I remember. We also got a grapple hook for Carden, as well as a chain rapier. A rapier that somehow has a chain in the middle of it and still has solid steel. It goes over my head. I'm not...
It's Zangetsu.
Is that it?
Essentially.
You're not right, but you're not wrong either, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Part of me felt the chain was in the blade itself, somehow in the middle of the blade, going halfway down. All of a sudden, there's a length of chain. Then there's the rest of the blade, and somehow the chain could extend the blade. I must not have heard the sword description right. So,
well, it's a rapier.
Yeah, it's a rapier, not a broadsword.
Still. Anyways. So, Carden got the grapple hook and the rapier. Katya got the ring of barrier. And D-Knock got a heat gun. Which, just basically an oversized hairdryer, but whatever. So we wanted to talk to a smith about Katya buying some or selling some monster parts, as well as maybe talk shop about different parts of what we just bought. So we went to Krypthos, who was the smith, and also met Krathos, who was his brother, who was a mage, who did enchanting. Along the way, Katya was talking about adding on, I do believe it was lifesteal to Wither, correct?
I think that's what we went with, yes.
And Katya was being real cagey about why certain things about it were the way they were. So Denoch was like, let me see that. And identified Wither partially. The history of the weapon was deeper than Denoch could read. And Denoch was basically, what the fuck is with that thing? And when Katya was trying to explain, Denoch may have dropped, may have let the cat out of the bag concerning Katya's recent successes with magic anymore.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Well, so the entire team learned about Katya's quote-unquote deal with the devil, about the specific wording he used to get that sword. Learned about the Red Scare, which was equated to the Crimson Scar, basically a boogeyman story, pre-Rise. And stories, I do believe it was around the world, mentioning people disappearing in a red plume. Learned that maybe it wasn't the Red Scare himself Katya made the pact with, but rather an entity named Father. And some minor descriptions did give Denoch hints that Father may be somehow related to Nurgle, the god of war. And we left before Denoch was about to ask Katya to describe what Father looked like. And I think that's pretty much it.
Yep.
What it is.
And before I describe the description, there are some clarifications I had to make to the actual nature of my pact with him, because when we did last session, I actually could not remember the specifics, but DM filled me in on the details of that.
I am a gracious god. Also, refresh your D&D Beyond page. I have added the barrier ring to your character sheet.
Got it.
So, but with that, we will be diving back into D&D tonight, and we will let Katya do his clarification.
In one moment. Isn't the barrier ring supposed to give a +2 to AC?
It should be.
Okay, my armor class is still an 18.
Did you equip it?
It is equipped.
Elven Chainmail, I believe, is only a 16, or I believe AC.
Hang on.
+1 chainmail. So
Oops.
This
Misclick, that's my bad.
sure it is.
I believe we had discussion when you created the Elven Chain to begin with that my armor class will always be a 16, cannot go below it. Though that is very different than what it says here.
So okay, so your AC should actually be 19.
19.
Yeah, because Elven Chainmail is Chainmail, which is an AC of 16, and is a +1 item. So your AC should be 17 normally, and then when you activate the barrier ring as a bonus action, it'll bump it to 19. So you may just need to leave it as a 17 so that you remember, and then do an override whenever you activate the barrier ring. That's probably the best for keeping all the details and stuff straight.
Okay.
I also made a magic item in like 5 minutes, so you'll have to forgive me if it doesn't work properly. Anyway, go ahead and do your deed.
All right. So we were walking and talking. I forget exactly where we were going. Were we starting to head towards? Okay, we were starting to head towards where the Aboleths are. So Denoch asks about the description of this patron of mine, termed Father. I guess that's a good name for him now. And Kadia came to a realization that he may have misspoke when describing the deal that he made with this individual. So he says, "Yeah, I was actually kind of joking around about the whole death and destruction and causing chaos that I said was the original deal. I mean, that's what y'all would expect me to say, right? That's what a warlock does. They make a pact so that they can destroy things. That's what their patrons always want. But that's not exactly it. Um, Honestly, I don't even know exactly what it is that his ultimate goal is. He just said, as long as I'm willing to obey his commands without question, he will grant me control over my magic. And so far, the only requests that he has given of me were acquire Heaven's Wrath. Now, after I was unable to do that and John took it, he didn't hold me accountable for it. But he gave me Wither instead for trying.
Uh-huh.
But as for his actual appearance, the details are a bit hazy. It was a few weeks ago. We were still on the way here to Hofkeen when he visited me in a dream. And
Actually, it's only been like a week. You guys have only been on Hofkeen for like a week.
yeah, but didn't I get the didn't I have the discussion and all that? Was it the day before we arrived?
It was a few days before you arrived, but yeah.
Okay, so it's been kind of a couple weeks. Either way, Katya's over here talking to himself. The voices in his head. Um, what actually happened was he visited me in a dream, and so as is the nature of dreams, I can't recall it so much because it didn't feel real until it was. Um, if I remember correctly, he was wearing a fine suit. I guess similar to how the gentleman of my home would have worn. Um, his hair was well kept, light blonde or white or something like that. Um, he looked strong and determined, but kind. He didn't speak down to me. He treated me as though I was worthy of his attention. But he also
Like
mentioned
a father would.
he also mentioned some god I'd never heard of. Um, and when I asked about it, he said something pretty much. I guess the name of the original god has been forgotten to time, but I don't know. I don't know what he was talking about exactly.
Do you remember the name itself?
Not in the slightest. It was such a fleeting moment. I don't think I even wrote it down when I awoke.
You write down your dreams?
Mm, Only the ones that are important.
For whatever reason, I half expected you to say all good girls keep a diary. I don't know why, but I did.
Ugh.
Sorry, continue.
So does his description of father match with what I know of memorabilia of Nurgle?
You made a religion check last time, I believe. Do you remember what that number was? Oh, 28. Fuck no.
I
Most
figured.
all depictions of Nurgle are as the god of war are literally like a man decked in armor and weaponry. Occasionally, you'll see something where he might look similar to, for the lack of a better term, closer to like Kratos from God of War. But even then, it's this hulking beast of a man. Never a gentleman in a suit.
Hmm.
Now they ponder.
What?
So you said you were just joking when you mentioned destruction
Well,
or chaos,
yes.
whatever it was?
Yes. It's almost like I got smacked in the back of the head for saying that, and I had to clarify. Um, there was no death or destruction as part of the deal. I think those words may have actually come from the first thing I spoke with.
Hmm.
Huh?
Oh, it's not like this discussion's really getting us anywhere right now. And guys, we're kind of on a timetable.
But we're walking, we're not standing still. We are heading in the direction of the lake. Right, Dinoc?
I didn't think we'd moved yet.
I didn't
No,
think we'd
you guys
moved
are
yet either.
walking.
Okay.
Okay.
I would say, if there's nothing else really to have of this conversation, then I would say at about this point in time, you guys would arrive at the edge of the lake and the water itself. As you guys can hear the splishing and splashing of the water washing up on the beach, this man made beach staring out into a fairly large, watery depth. What would you guys like to do? Anyone?
Does Denock remember if there's like a special place where you can go like directly down?
If you could somehow get to like the center of the lake and just drop, you could definitely do that. Um, a lot of times people just fly in some nature, whether that be through like the spell or a broom or French friends. It sounds like a really weird way, but yeah. just typically it's by whatever means they can.
Is there like a shrine to the Aboleths or to the Leviathan somewhere? Kraken?
There would be one nearby to the Leviathan, not to the Aboleths, though. The Aboleths are viewed as like guards, I guess. So they'd be like lesser angels if you were to compare them to a deity.
Well, Dinok, what's the plan? You know more about this lake than I do.
Well, I suppose we could go over to that minor shrine over there just to see if there's anything they can tell us that's been going on lately. Maybe they saw something happen.
So, and when I say it's a shrine, I mean it is like a small. What is the word I'm looking for? It's kind of like a stone. God, what is the word I'm looking for? The like those red, like not cross, like H looking things that you would see in like Japanese films or anything like that. Where
Torii
people,
gates?
huh?
The Torii gates?
Yeah, it'd be something. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. It would be similar to that, but made of stone, and it wouldn't be as perfect in the design. And then and then kind of at the base of that is like where people would light incense and candles and stuff like that, and give offerings to like the kind of like the Leviathan. It's not like a temple. It's more of like a place of.
It's Stonehenge.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but there's probably somebody taking care of it still. Just.
I mean, it is possible that somebody comes by and takes care of it.
So are we going to be diving into the lake there? Or leaving an offering and hoping that they answer?
Well, we've got that scroll.
But if we don't need to use it right away, why should we?
Because I don't know how else to contact them. I've never needed to, so I've never looked into it.
But didn't we acquire something we could use as an offering for them at their shrine?
We talked about it. We never actually got it.
Oh, that's right. We were going to get something to sacrifice or to give to them in exchange for information. However, someone here decided to drop a few secrets of mine, and as a result, we all got sidetracked.
Hey, that was at the blacksmith. We talked about that at the store.
Yeah, I don't think we could really decide on what to do for
I believe it would have fallen under Dinok's expertise to be able to remember that with his special mind powers that he has and all.
Actually, we discussed giving them information on our islands.
Right you are. Thank you.
So something slipped my mind. Sue me.
I would, but you're not worth it.
Oh. Oh.
Is he the one that carries all the money? Anyway,
Yes, I do.
So, if you guys decide to walk over to the shrine is currently not being attended to. It is, early afternoon. It's probably just before noon at this point. And it appears that whomever may, attend this place isn't here at the time, whether that be they be off, for lunch, or maybe they don't come by on the daily, maybe every now and then in order to make sure that the place hasn't been vandalized or robbed or whatever. But most people tend to leave places of significant importance alone. And as this is the only altar, we'll say, to the Leviathan, most people tend to hold it in the highest regard. You do see, however, a stone tablet that depicts the Leviathan, and
Kraken.
it is this giant, because it has like a boat beside it to kind of compare, like in terms of like to compare things with, and it is this giant like squid-like creature that has what appears to be like these armored platings all across its bodies, and the body itself is probably 4 times the size of the ship, and the tentacles that it has seem to be incredibly long. Now, the depiction could be a little
Exaggerated.
yes, but it's still a giant Leviathan. So, but at the time being, there does not seem anyone present.
Any idea how we're going to um, leave information as an offering here?
I don't know if we can leave information here, so the best we can do, I suppose, is Enoch looks to the lake. Anyone up for a swim?
Oh, great.
Ah, man. I left my bathing suit at home.
I'm not sure I'd want to see your bathing suit as you are now.
That's why I have Alter Self, so that it doesn't have to be me as I am right now. But I guess I'm just going to have to get my boots wet. Unless I could just leave my boots here as an offering for the time being.
You're welcome to do whatever you would like.
Then, at the mention of going for a swim, Katya is already taking off his boots. And his robes, too. Wouldn't want those to get destroyed by whatever may be in the lake.
Okay. All right. You guys make preparations, and I'm assuming. Actually, here's an interesting question for you, Denoc. What, if anything, do you have following you today? Hello?
Currently nothing.
Oof. I mean, it's not like they could go with us anyway, right?
Yeah, they're all...
Well, they wouldn't have to breathe underwater.
You can also target
Yeah,
up
but
to
their
10
bows
feet.
would be useless underwater.
So, here's a reminder. I'm going to go ahead and give everybody this bone here. Underwater combat, it can be rough. Ranged is actually probably one of the better options. Because for melee attacks, unless you have a swim speed, which none of you do, your weapon attack has disadvantage unless it's like a small weapon like a dagger, or as a trident or a spear. Those have special properties. There you go. Ranged weapons, on the other hand, function as normal unless the attack is outside of the maximum, or outside of the minimum range, so the normal range. So, for example, a short bow has range of 80 feet at the short range, meaning at short range it functions normally. But if you're shooting at anything beyond 80 feet, it automatically misses. So there's your guys' bone for the session. Oh,
Okay, so Deanoch will just pull out the bones necessary for skeletons.
4 skeletons? Okay.
And cast his animate dead at 4th level. You good there, DM?
I don't know. I looked down in the bottom corner and my Discord was like gone. I don't know. I feel like I had been hearing a lot of dead air tonight anyway. But that could just be me. So you said 4th level
4 skeletons.
4 skeletons. Okay. Okie dokie. And you have, I'm assuming they're just, you put all them in the bag of holding at night. Anyway, that brings us to the scroll. Who is casting it? Or using it, I guess.
Deanoch is.
Okay. Go ahead and you cast water breathing. I'm assuming you're going to give it to everyone, and including, I mean, you can include your skeletons. They don't breathe, but
never hurts to extend courtesy to the hired help.
Okay. Alrighty. And then with that, you guys begin to trudge through the water, sinking slowly and slowly, but finally being completely submerged underwater.
I wasn't prepared for that.
Huh?
Kathy was not prepared for the noise.
The sound effects, yeah.
The water sound? Well, here we are. So, as you begin to descend deeper into the watery depths, the visibility begins to drop, even though the sun is, out. But the water seems to be blocking out some of it. You can still see, however. And the temperature, as you begin getting deeper and deeper, starts to feel cold, like a chilly fall evening. And as you begin to descend, there's that reflexive part of you that holds your breath, and you, to the point where it begins to hurt. And as you exhale, there's a moment of panic for some of you as you begin effectively drinking water and breathing the water.
Question. You said visibility is a problem. For Devil's
I'll
Sight.
cover that. I'll cover that
Okay.
in a minute. So, eventually, as you guys get deep enough, the water around you begins to look very similar, with this deep blue color pretty much in every direction. And if it wasn't for Dinok's keen mind, you guys would probably pretty easily lose your sense of direction and the way you're heading. But thanks to Dinok, you guys are able to keep on your heading deeper into the depths.
Ooh, before we get too far, Dinok will take out lengths of rope and tie it around the living party.
Okay. Okay, we'll keep that in mind.
Just keep everyone from getting lost.
So, as you guys are walking on the ground, the murk kind of does begin to lift up a little bit, and the water at this level, you finally are what you believe is the bottom after a while of walking. The murky water and the way that the water distorts becomes difficult to make out sight. While there is still light, visibility is practically non-existent beyond 60 feet. And this does apply to all of your visions, because Devil's Sight doesn't allow you to see through objects. So...
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. But the rays of light that do make it to the bottom are giving you visibility out to 60 feet. As you guys are finishing your descent, is there anything anyone wants to do?
Gonna test. Can we talk underwater? Or is it just breathe?
You can talk. It is a little bubbly, but it's not so exaggerated that you guys couldn't communicate, because
It's not.
Exactly. You guys are still able to, talk and spellcast like normal, because I checked the rules, and it...
Good. I'll try to avoid lightning spells, though.
I mean, you don't know what'll happen.
Water plus electricity is probably not a good idea.
But would you know that, having lived on a desert island?
Ooh. No. Not exactly.
Yeah, what's your intelligence at the moment? I don't think it's very high.
Above average, I hope.
We'll see.
It's 13. It's above average.
Okay. And as you guys begin wading into the water, Carden and Valinar, what's your guys' passive perceptions?
Not high. 15.
Valinar?
I said 15.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
That's fine. We were talking at the same time.
Hold on, that's interesting. What's your guys? Oh wait, you guys aren't to that. Actually, what level are you guys?
9.
Yeah, Carden, you're an idiot.
Mine's an 8.
Yeah, your character is a level 8.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
Carden forgot to level up.
Your HP is right, though. You just didn't change
No, I'm
that.
a level 8 barbarian fighter 1.
Yeah, so I went ahead and changed it. So your passive perception is actually 16, because you are proficient in perception. So, good. Okay. Carden, you would be the first one to clock this. Valinar, you would be the second, as you guys watch as this large and dark shape. But keep in mind, you guys have been walking for probably an hour and a half underwater. and you guys see this large and dark shape rocketing towards you guys from the dark. And you only see it in that quick moment of where it's almost about to break through the murky water around you, as it effectively cries out to everyone as you guys hear in your mind this deep
Umvansankal.
Does anybody here speak or understand deep speech?
Nay.
No hablo español.
Nope.
Oh! I forgot. Because of one of my spell mishaps, I am actually able to understand all languages probably for the next day or two.
When did that effect occur?
I can't remember exactly. I just remember you told me to write it down and try to keep track of it, and I've just kind of been whittling away slowly. Yeah, so I think it's down to 2 days.
Okay.
Question. Would Mind Link, if they're talking into my mind, still work for me to understand it? Since I don't need to share a language with the creature?
So I
That's
think
a good point.
I do think that it's your mind link that has to initiate the conversation,
Okay.
and because you have not done that, I'm gonna say no. Now, on your turn,
Okay.
if you wanted to establish a mind link with the creature, then yes, that would work. But for the time being,
Okay.
I'm gonna say no. So I will let Katya's loosey-goosey rules here apply, and effectively this creature is screaming, "Why are you here?" And I would like everyone to roll initiative,
Oh shit!
Crap.
because this creature is not friendly.
You guys forgot to click your character.
That's fantastic. Oh, gosh.
And it's closer than that, but I didn't.
Oh,
Well,
no.
Katya.
It'd probably be
damn.
about here.
I was distracted by the fact that I was able to actually understand what this thing said. And I was like, wait, when did this become a thing?
So, I will say, I will add these people who need it. Go ahead.
By the way, before we get too far, I did not get a chance to say it because everyone else had things going on.
Yeah.
But when I heard that, I do want to cast Comprehend Languages.
Okay. I will say you get it off, like at the end of what he says, so it'll be up going forward. Okay.
Yes. That's fine.
All right.
Like, the moment I realized, oh, he's talking to me, and I cast it, he's
Yeah.
already done, and we're...
Pretty much. It is a short phrase, and I'm not too... Yeah, so, Carden, you have danger sense, so go ahead and roll again for me, buddy. Just in case you get higher.
True. Nope.
Okay. So this was actually a 19 for you. Rolled really well. Still is not going to beat out everyone else. Okay. Alrighty. Sorry, I don't know why that didn't change your number there, Carden. Because you are technically before the creature. So, with that, You guys can also move yourselves. I don't know how you guys want it to be arranged, but just keep your guys', in this kind of a loose section here. You would be at the back of the group, Katya?
Well, yeah. Naturally.
So, and it would be coming... Yeah, it would be coming kind of at the angle, so it is... I worked out the math before. It should be about... I put it a little too close. Because it wouldn't get that full... Yeah, perfect. Due to the swim speed it has. So, that brings us to the top of the round. Asta, what would you like to do?
Asta.
Yes, I'm here. Okay.
Alright.
I'm also trying to multitask and make dinner, so I only have one screen right now. Anyway.
Oh. So the creature is within 30 feet of you. You are using a... What weapon are you using?
How big is this creature?
Large. It's much bigger than you.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with my bow and arrow then.
Okay. I don't care what bow you're using, it's got range. The only way it wouldn't have range would be hand crossbow, and hand crossbows have a range of 30 feet. So go ahead and make an attack roll at it. Okay, with sharpshooter, a 12 will miss. It kind of boop and goes a little wide.
Oh. Can I go again?
Yep, you have 2 attacks. Absolutely.
Let's hope for a higher roll this time. Yeah!
22 on a
Yeah, that'll do.
sharpshooter will hit.
I would hope so. Alright. Oh!
Jesus!
Ow!
Yes, please.
That hurted.
Why does he get a 12 modifier? Oh, never mind. Ignore me.
Yeah, because it's a +2 weapon, and with sharpshooter, it's a +12 damage, and then +5 for dex, so 17 points of damage, and then whatever she rolls.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to move, or do you want to stay as the first person it would meet if it were to swim up on y'all?
What do you think?
Okay. You would like to move, I'm assuming. So, fun fact about water. Your speed is halved while you are in water, unless you have a swim speed. So,
Yeah, that makes sense.
what is your speed normally?
It is 30.
So you can move 15 feet without dashing.
Okay. How far is 15 feet from where I'm at now?
How far are we allowed to go from each other due to these ropes?
That's a great question. How long is your rope, Denock?
Ooh. I gave each person like
Well, how much rope do you have?
100 feet.
100 feet? So I'm going to say every person takes 5 feet minimum. So 5, 10, 15, 20. 25 of feet is used by just tying it around the person. So you have 75 feet left to work with at 5. So you could do what? What is that? 15? No. Yeah. It's 15 feet.
15 feet
between each person. So each person could move 15 feet from Denock. So
Can I move that
you can move over here. Yep, and you are within 15 feet of Denock, so you're fine.
Alright, that works.
Alrighty. Carden.
I hope it doesn't know fireball.
You said for ranged weapons it still has its normal range, correct?
The minimum range, yes.
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
I am looking at the grappling gun.
So 30 feet. That is propelled. So it is a 30-foot attack, I believe, regardless of.
Okay.
So you have 30 feet.
Okay. And before he does anything, he's going to I can use the Mind Blink as a bonus action, correct?
You tell me. It's on your sheet.
Okay, so now it's my action. So on my action, I will go ahead and open the Mind Link and say, "What did you do again?" Or "What did you say again?" And I give it the ability to telepathically understand me for an hour,
Okay.
and I can understand it through it.
Okay. All right, that's your action. Do you want to move any further?
Remember,
no.
you are tied.
Any bonus actions?
I'm going to hold a or not like hold a bonus action, but like because you can't, but in this case I actually will not make an extra bonus action. I'm going to rage.
Okay.
Just in case it decides to attack us.
All
And
right.
by us, I mean me, because I'm in the way of it. Also, I'm gonna sort of move like more like there type of deal, because I believe I can 5, 10,
You were
15. Yeah.
here?
Yeah, I was
Right in
there.
front of you were right in front of Denoc, right?
Yeah.
So you've done 15 feet there.
Yep. Well, I could get up to 20, but
No, you can't.
I have a 40 movement speed, Denoc.
You've got a rope tied around you
Yeah.
of 15 feet.
Yeah, you can't leave Denoc more than 15 feet. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Denoc, for the first time in this game, you're getting an aura.
Ooh.
Oh,
If you leave that radius, and so if that circle is not touching you, you can't go there. So you're okay where you're at, but any further than that, you would not be okay, Carden.
Yeah. That's the goal.
So if Denoc wants to move beyond that, would he be dragging us all with him?
No,
you do
because
not have the strength.
yeah, he doesn't have the strength, and he's technically, like I imagine, in the middle, so he can only be 15 feet away from probably the next closest person. So
Technically, if I want to move, I could only move about like here.
yeah,
Ah, I see.
I have to be touching everyone that is still in the circle.
pretty much. No, he could move.
And this
forward.
underwater combat just became even more interesting.
Oh, absolutely. So, that brings us to the Aboleths' turn. So, Carden, because you communicated telepathically with the Aboleth, can you tell me, what is Carden's greatest desire?
His greatest desire. It's sort of like to be like the strongest member in his clan, or the champion fighter, essentially to surpass his dad
Okay.
and his teacher.
Alrighty. Okay. the Aboleth moves forward and kind of in a voice strangely familiar to Carden. You hear your father's voice. A tone of voice that he's used countless times when insulting your physicality, calling you weak. You know it was tough love, but it's still the voice, not a very forgiving voice that rings out. And it basically calls, I asked why you are here, as it bolts to you and swims slightly past you, position itself there.
Hi.
Jabba.
Yep. Quick underwater.
It's a fish.
Yep. And then it is going to attack. It is going to attack. Okay, well, first it'll make an attack on you, Carden. That is a 17 to hit.
Hold on a second. 17 hits.
You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to 5 because you are raging. And can you make a Constitution saving throw for me?
Easily.
You said that before.
Well, 21 succeed.
You are fine. Then it will make a attack roll at. Who's? We'll go 1, 2, 3. Katya, you win the prize.
Bullshit.
As a tentacle whoosh, lashes out
Warding
at
flare.
you. Oh, warding flare. Okay.
I've seen this before.
Ooh. Good thing for warding flare, because that would have been a natural 20.
Very nice call, friend.
Instead, it's a 26 to hit.
Oh lord, yeah, that hits me.
I rolled a natural 20 and a 17. So you suffer 13 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Hang on, I'm looking for it.
Are you on?
Got it.
Fine.
Oh, that sucks. Terrible. Am I dead?
Possibly.
Nope. For the time being, you don't seem to notice anything. And the third tendril, and I've already rolled for it, and I'm not even kidding, is going to reach out towards you, Dina.
Yep.
That's a 19 to hit.
I will cast Shield.
So as you throw forth this arcane ward to protect yourself, the tentacle kind of smashing against it and kind of crumpling up like a truck in a car crash. Kind of. Yeah, that will end the Aboleth's turn. Denock. I would say, just because it would have used its own telepathy. There's the word, to respond to Carden. That everybody would have also have heard it respond in kind to what it said to Carden. So you would have heard it say, "Why are you here?" Again.
All right.
And you would have understood it because of comprehend language.
Yes. I call out as best I can. Excuse me just a second, let me get a drink.
Are you physically talking, or are you communicating telepathically?
Does this feel like the sending spell? Or does this feel like something else?
It feels like something else.
Then Deanoch will communicate verbally.
Okay.
If it was the sending spell, he would reply telepathically. He will say, "We are here to talk to your kind. We wish to know things pre-rise. We are fighting an enemy allied to..." brain fart. What was
King?
Yeah, thank you. Allied to the Sleeping King.
Okay. I will say that if you want to say much more than that, you will have to spend your action to do so.
Mm-hmm.
So, because 6 seconds. Okay. You shout it out. Anything for your action?
No, I will hold a mind sliver, though.
Okay. Okay. That brings us to Valinar.
I'm assuming since I'm right next to Deanoch, I heard him shout that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Valinar wants to wait and see what happens, so can I just take a defensive stance?
You can take the dodge action.
Dodge action, yeah, sorry.
Nope. Just making sure that we're talking about the same thing here, because this is using your action to act defensively.
Actually, sorry. Hang on, let's do backtrack. Sorry, I have a better idea.
Mm-hmm.
Once I find it. Where'd it go? I just had it. Is it this one? Yeah, we're gonna cast Aura of Vitality.
Okay.
Sorry. So that's a 30-foot radius, and I can use a bonus action to heal someone 2d6.
So does that mean I'm healed now?
Do you heal somebody when you cast a spell?
No, it's just, it gives me the bonus action. So I clicked that thinking it would put the whole thing in chat. Let me just, I'm just gonna pull it from my Roll20 character sheet real quick.
Okay.
For future reference, I believe if you're on Beyond, when you click on a spell to cast it, you can either display in VTT or cast in VTT. For the description, you'll click display.
And that
Yeah,
may
it
be
didn't
a-
give me that option.
It might be a right-click option.
But I remember Kadia took damage, so I'm just gonna use that to
Yeah, there we go.
heal Kadia.
Okay, so you're gonna do that for your bonus action this turn, then?
Yeah, can I use the one that just automatically rolled
Yeah.
when I clicked the thing? Okay.
So you heal for 9, Kadia.
Thank you.
Alrighty. That'll bring us to Kadia.
Oh, it's my turn already? Oh, jeez. Okay.
You start last.
I know. I've been looking around at everything, deciding my options. And I think I've settled on I'm going to use Confusion. As soon as I get to the spell. Oh, don't worry, I'm going to cast it so that it's not going to affect anybody but the creature.
Fuck.
Did that work?
No,
No, that is not.
that's not what you wanted.
Wrong button. I'm working on it.
The wisdom save 18.
Ah, there we go. I wish it would provide the name in there.
Enoch just told it why it's here. Now Kadi is just trying to confuse it.
Yep, you just basically screwed over my stop the fight.
It hit me.
I mean, it rolled a 21 for a wisdom save, so...
Ah, crap.
So
well,
if I hit
tried.
you, you would...
Defend myself? Maybe.
Anything else for your turn, Katya?
Yes,
Try
as a
to
bonus
release-
action, I will engage my barrier ring.
Okay. Plus 2 to your AC. It hasn't had an opportunity to do anything. Asta, what would you like to do? Enoch is trying diplomacy.
Is our monster friend still in fight mode, or is he still chatting?
It has not had a chance to respond.
I see. Well, while he's distracted, I will shoot an arrow at him.
You're also welcome to hold an
Ignore that.
action if you wish. If you would want to, if he does anything hostile, you shoot him. That way you can see how he reacts. If you wish to do that,
Well, if I wanted to try and talk to him, he can't understand me, right?
you don't know. He called out in a language that you did not understand, though, but it was also in your mind.
Okay, I try to talk to him and see if he understands me.
Okay. He can't respond until his turn, unfortunately.
Okay.
Would you like to hold your action to see how he reacts?
I suppose I will.
Okay. You're gonna hold your attack action to see if he does something violent. Then you will shoot him. Okay.
Yes.
Carden. Okay.
Carden.
He will hold his attack action until the Aboleth does something violent. I don't know where he is.
Yeah, oh, my mic was on mute.
And you forgot to
Um,
unmute it. Like,
Well, I was trying to talk and it was on mute because of a dog was barking. I said, can Carden see Enoch? Or what? Like Enoch did?
I would say you're close enough that you would have heard him, yes.
Okay, in that case, Carden will go ahead and just hold his attack action.
Okay. On its turn, it'll ring out in your mind again in deep speech. Carden would be the only person to understand it, and it would basically be calling out, "I do not understand your tongue, you little dragon child." And he'll attack people again, because what he's meant to do. We'll roll for it again. 1, 2, 5, 6. Alright, it's back skeleton here. With a 4.
which one? Left or right?
Left to Katya. That is a 15 to hit.
It's
takes 9 bludgeoning damage. And I'm not going to make it make a Constitution saving throw because it's not going to matter. It hits anyway. 10, 6. This one is to Katya.
Seriously?
I'm just gonna warding flare it again.
Okay. That's a 15 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. And the last one. Oh, that same skeleton.
Ah, shit.
Rolled a 4 again. That's a 19 to hit. For 12 bludgeoning damage.
Skeleton's gone.
It did hostile things, so Carden and Asta, your held actions go off.
Does my mind sliver go off?
I will say yes, unless you choose to not, if that makes sense.
It'll go off.
Alright, tell me, what save am I making? It's cocked. This is not a great roll. Intelligence saving throw. That is a... Oh, it's got a better bonus than I thought. 16! Still fails. I rolled really bad on that, so it takes 6 psychic damage. Carden, a 26 will hit.
Oh, that's pretty poor damage.
It is.
And I didn't get a 1 or a 2, so...
Right. So that is 14.
Oh, well.
What's your rage bonus?
+2.
So 16 points of damage.
Yeah, I believe it's still +2.
Okay. Second attack. A 12 will miss. As the first blow impacts, it kind of shifts its lengthy tentacles in a way that you just can't get your second one to land. Asta, you wanted to shoot this thing if it did something hostile?
Sure did.
Alright, take your 2 shots.
Yep, it's still only +2 damage.
Okay. Jesus. 26 will hit.
I hope so.
Minimum damage for 18. Good lord. Second shot.
Oh no.
17.
Oh wait.
17.
She doesn't have disadvantage.
Never mind.
Yeah. 17
Fine.
just hits.
Delete. Ignore that if you heard that.
I didn't hear a thing.
Okay.
Oh sure, you'll ignore that, but you won't ignore my wife's thing.
Nope.
Okay, you're doing great.
I forgot to do a wild magic surge. Oh well.
You did. And so did I. Roll damage, by the way, Asta. I'll let it slide this time. Next time. Jesus.
It was an act of God.
Literally. Gosh dang, that freaking hurted. Alrighty. That's its turn.
And that's still pretty low damage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't suppose we can try diplomacy now.
I wouldn't count on it.
Owie. That was a lot of damage, guys. Alrighty. D-Knock, it's your turn again.
Okay. Is the connection there?
Yeah.
I'm going to pray it understands when I think to it,
Mhm.
and connect and repeat what I said last time, that we are fighting an enemy that has ties to the Sleeping King, and we wish to learn
Okay.
and exchange information.
Okay. And it can't respond to you. It just took its turn.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to hold an action or anything?
Ah,
This is what happens whenever you guys get into the habit of being murder hobos.
hey, I try and prevent murder hoboing.
It attacked us first.
You guys literally walked into its house.
Fair.
Well, you didn't give us a way to, go in safely, so we went the only way we knew.
Yep, I know. There's a reason why people don't come back often. Anyway, action.
Hold. And my skeletons are actually going to pull back.
Okay. Give me less things to select. Do you want to? What are you holding? I'm sorry. Mind Sliver again?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Oh, heard it. Already heard it. After that, I think it will use a legendary action.
There we
Oh,
go.
great.
I don't think it can hit. Yeah, it can't hit Asta. So instead, it's gonna hit the other annoying thing in its side and make a tail attack on Carden.
Wait, what was that? It did or did not hit me?
It can't
Did
hit
not.
you,
It
you're just out of
ignored you.
range.
Okay,
Carden,
cool.
that is a 24 to hit.
Oof, that hits.
That's 14 points of bludgeoning damage reduced to 7 because you're raging.
Yep.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Money. Will 27 succeed?
27 does succeed.
Woot.
Alrighty.
I rolled really well on that.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Valnar.
see that.
We're gonna start off with bonus action healing Carden.
Okay.
Thank you.
7.
I'll take it.
And then seeing that it didn't quite seem to respond to Denock, at least the first time, Valinar is gonna do the stupid thing and try to mind link with it
Okay. That's your action.
and tell it. Okay. And tell it we just are looking for info to defeat a foe associated with the Sleeping King.
Ooh, okay. With your mind link, it understands you. Roll a persuasion check real quick for me. Not a very high DC,
Oh god.
but you are fighting the thing.
I also have a -1 to my persuasion.
Fantastic. You had to beat a 5.
Oh, okay.
It looks down at you, you think, because you don't really see. You see the 3 eyes kind of like in the center, kind of looking down at you, and it kind of looks at you. This teeth, this jaw full of teeth, looking at you. Unable to say anything at the moment, but it seems to acknowledge you in a sense.
Okay.
Oh, actually,
I think I
Carden.
understood that.
Carden, you hit it with a melee attack. I need you to make another Constitution saving throw, please.
Yeah, not move backwards, right? Ish. 11.
Also, can I, before the end of Valnar's turn, can he just shout "hold" for a second as soon as he notices it? Kind of look at him.
Okay, yeah, for sure. and that won't be too much of an issue, but okay. Alrighty, yeah. You shout out to the party.
Yes.
The rest of the party, you have been told to hold your action for a moment. Katya, what would you like to do?
Well, first, Katya is going to shout in Sylvan, we didn't come here to fight. We need information. We'll trade for it. And then we'll ready Eldritch Blast depending on whether or not it attacks back.
Okay. Alright, holding Eldritch Blast. Asta, you have been given a command to hold your attacks. What would you like to do, however? Because he's not the boss of you.
I roll my eyes and look at him and I say, what's in it for me if I do?
I will allow Valinar to respond because this is fun.
You'll actually survive the fight
Okay,
Classic life.
in their house.
I guess surviving is worth it.
Alright, so you hold your action. Carden, what do you do?
Carden will hold his action because
Okay.
apparently people are trying to negotiate with an animal.
Okay.
That's legitimately what, that's legitimately what Carden's thinking. He's like, it's a big fish.
He, as it makes it back around to his turn, Aboleth's turn, looks at you, Valinar. The Sleeping King. In a voice you recognize. A friend from home.
Peaceful.
I believe the name was, and I'm going off of my straight memory here because I don't have my notes up in front of me. I believe it was Haru?
Haru, yeah.
Haru? Is that how it's pronounced? Haru?
Haru.
In that voice, kind of hear this tone. And it goes, the Sleeping King.
Yes.
Gather information. Interesting. We haven't had a scholar visit us in some time.
Is he speaking inside of Valinar's mind or out loud?
Everyone hears this, but the only people who understand him are Carden, Valinar, Denoch.
Aw, my understanding doesn't count here.
Oh, I'm sorry. You do understand him because I forgot you that was up.
Yeah, that'll be over tomorrow.
Kind of goes interesting.
Now, what do we hear it as?
Well, you hear it as so everybody understands him other than Asta at the moment, which is a little which is a little funny. Asta hears it as Asta basically hears it as this deep rumbling, kind of like a rock slide, kind of like it's inaudible. It's crazy speaking. It's deep speech. And it
Or like
responds
just turn to someone and ask what the hell it's saying.
for sure. And it kind of continues and goes to you, Valinar, and just kind of goes. The leader, Rumkad, would want to speak with you. Follow me. And it turns and begins leading you guys deeper into the water.
Well, here we go.
Well, that could have gone poorly.
Yeah. By the way, real quick, I'm going to sweep the bones into bag of holding.
You open
careful
the bag
not
of
to get the
holding.
bag-
You open the
Yeah.
bag of holding underwater.
Don't do that. That's a bad idea.
I just gotta confirm.
Enoch would have enough intelligence to know not to do that. Rom didn't. Let's go with that.
So are you opening the bag of holding underwater? That's my question.
No.
Okay.
You would
he'll
drain
sweep
the
them in.
lake.
No, only 500 pounds of the lake.
He'll
Anyway,
put them
that's
in
a lot of water.
separate normal bag.
Okay. Easy enough to do. And you guys...
Also, just a quick question.
Yeah.
Well, I actually have two things real quick. One is, on the way back, Valinor wants to use the remainder of his aura of vitality to heal everyone back up.
For sure.
And
You have 1 minute of that at 2d6.
yeah,
You've used it twice.
twice. So I would still have 8
Go
more
ahead-
times, I think.
Yeah, go ahead and roll it 8 more times, and then I will make a determination on whether or not that'll heal everybody, because I'm pretty sure it will,
Okay.
but
I'm just missing 4 HP, so
because I want to see the number.
that'll work.
It's 10.
Once again, I didn't even take any damage, did I?
6, 7, and 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
63 total.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, Jesus, dude. I'm gonna say with that, you would heal everyone back to max, because I don't think between the 4 of you who took damage, there were 63 missing HP. I really just wanted to see the numbers because that's always fun.
Yeah. And
That's a hell of an ability.
the other thing was, and this is just to sate my own curiosity, when Carden mind linked with it, he had to do a thing. Do I not have to do it, whatever that was?
No, when Carden hit it, he had to make a Constitution save.
No,
Oh,
when
okay.
Carden
No, I thought-
mind linked, he had to do.
He had to, like, state a
No.
desire or something?
Correct. I already have an incline of what Valinar's
Okay.
desire is, and that's basically
Okay,
to
cool.
above game here. That's basically to see his friends and family again, make sure they're well. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That, and also kill Palama.
I mean, there you go. But the way that they work is the desire of a pleasant desire, not like the bloodthirsty
okay.
desire. Which,
Okay, I
important
gotcha.
note, now that I think about it, he hasn't directly contacted you, Enoch, which is why I didn't point it out at first. When you hear this voice, now that you have communicated with it telepathically, you hear your wife's voice.
Oh, shit.
This
Valinar's married?
Me, Enoch.
Oh, okay. I thought he said Valinor. I was like, Valinar's married since when?
Enoch, maybe I misspoke. Enoch, you hear your wife's, this kind of rough but gentle, orcish voice calling, saying different words belonging to a beast that is not.
So disorienting.
Yeah.
Oh,
That,
I don't know why we are all
that only
screaming
began to occur
or
after
squirming
you,
about this. I mean,
yeah. That only
sounded like he sounded like my friend from childhood. No, I never gave him a name.
Yeah, I don't think Katya ever communicated telepathically to the creature, so you would still be hearing.
Oh, I thought when it spoke out loud to us that it
Nope.
sounded like. Oh, okay.
It's
only those who have mentally connected to it.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So as of right now, you and Asta are the only. You guys still hear kind of this guttural language of somebody talking. That your brain.
After you understand it, it's just
Yep. It is
a monster talking.
Yeah, it is a
Fair
monster talking to you.
Got it.
Okay. And I assume, for the sake of brevity, that as you guys swim and heal and follow this Aboleth, that you guys fill in Asta on what has been said.
Also, I untie the ropes.
Fill me in or I'll punch you in the face.
I love it.
You'll find
geez.
out when we get
That was
there.
spicy tonight.
All right, so you get rid of the ropes. Good.
Yeah, I
I'm
realized that was a bad
sinking!
idea.
Can any of us swim?
Yeah.
Well,
15
okay, now.
feet at a time.
We're slow.
Because your guys' movement speed is half. So, Carden
I'm probably
is,
still out a little farther than everybody else.
and the creature itself is out way further than you. Like, it is just staying within visible range of you guys. Like, you're like, even if you guys were like dashing, which you're not because you guys would be exhausted by that point, it feels like it's moving at a snail's pace. The creature itself. It's
I just realized something.
Hmm.
We are the Escort Quest.
You'll have to forgive me that I don't know what that is.
Oh my.
Escort missions. The bane of every single player.
Except instead of us escorting it is escorting us.
Yes. We are the escort mission. Oh god.
I mean, on the bright side, you know mostly what populates this lake.
You know, every time we do anything, technically Katya is the escort mission for the rest of the group.
So, you guys are led to what appears to be an underwater city, effectively. And as you guys begin to get closer and closer to this layer, if you would, the surfaces, all the hard surfaces, and even some of the floor that you guys are occasionally walking on, becomes slimy, wet. A lot of the water becomes kind of this thick and pungent kind of greenish blue around the area. And you guys will see as you begin getting closer and closer to this city that there are dozens of Aboleths swimming around. And occasionally, actually, everybody make a perception check. We'll see how this goes. We'll see what you guys pick up on this one.
23.
That's honestly
12.
one of the best perceptions Denox's probably ever going to get.
Carden, Asta, perception checks, please.
Say that again, what now?
Perception checks,
Perception.
please.
Can Carden choose to use his passive?
No. Okay.
Well, I'm not very perceptive, I guess.
So, Valinar, Denoch, and I'll give it to Katya because why not?
Yay!
As you guys are getting closer, you guys are seeing that some of those Aboleths that are circling the city seem to be too regimented. They're too continuously circling in a perfect pattern every time. As you guys watch for just a moment while you're swimming to the city, you ever so faintly see one, and I would say this would be for Valinar and Denoch. You two would see just ever so faintly one of them kind of clipping through the side of a building or a rock. Several of these Aboleths appear to be illusion.
Oh.
Some powerful nature. Enoch, you would know it as basically the major image spell. So.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be a good idea to cause a ruckus here. We wouldn't survive. Too many Aboleths.
I think that's a different reason we wouldn't survive.
And because I can, I made a map.
Yay.
It's fuzzy.
You'll have to
Refresh.
Or just zoom out and there we go.
So, there are not a lot of buildings here, due to the fact.
What's with the bust?
What?
The bust in the middle.
Give him a moment. He'll say.
Okay.
I will get to it in just a moment. So, and I'm not gonna put tokens down for you guys, because you don't need tokens for the sake of this. At least you shouldn't. If you do somehow need tokens, I will give you tokens. But at the moment, you shouldn't need them.
Carden, keep your weapons away.
Anyone who actually causes us to need tokens, you're dealing with that yourself.
So,
I'll behave myself.
the city itself is kind of like these stone buildings that have been kind of roughly constructed around these, what appears to be these large, jagged chunks of rocks reaching out of the lake ground. Almost kind of like a giant circular maw that might be threatening to swallow the city, if you will, at any point in time. The city itself has 4 main buildings, and these buildings are rather large, as they have a faint pathway that leads in between them into the center of town and out on the sides here. And in the center of town, as you guys are coming from the eastern direction over here, that there at the center is this large statue of this feminine figure that has these long strands of like flowing hair that seem to kind of end in a like a tentacle, almost ending in this kind of a tentacle form.
Have we found Atlantis?
Sort of. And it is this.
Yeah.
The statue, because it is made of stone, is beautiful. It is elegantly carved, and this person stands tall, proud, and looks to be, has this kind of presence of like incredible power about them. You know that you know that what I mean, like when you look at somebody and you're like, that is a powerful person. That is the presence that this statue gives off.
Is that my mom?
No, Rona, I did not contact your mom in order to. So.
I was talking in-game.
I know. I'm being a shit. So.
What race does the statue look to be?
It's interesting, Denock. As a learned individual, it definitely looks humanoid, but there are a lot of features about it that are not humanoid. The hair particularly, and as you guys begin to swim past it with your perception check, you even see faint lines in the neck that seem to represent gills.
Oh.
I will say, make a history check. This is a very hard DC, but if anybody could do it, it's probably you.
Can I try?
Sure. Actually, no, Rona. What am I thinking? No, because you're not.
Shit.
You wouldn't have made it anyway. Actually, Denock barely made it.
Make it.
Denock, This appears to be... Actually, let me rephrase that. Xenak, you know by lore and by books you've read that when a creature reaches a certain magnitude of power, they are able to change their appearance, their form, their size at will. Based off of that, the location where you are and the Aboleths that live here, you believe that this is a statue of the Leviathan in human form.
Oh shit, this is a statue of Korra.
What does a disinfecting wipe have to do with anything? You never heard of
Give me a
the
second on that one.
You've never heard of the Cloroth brand disinfecting wipes used for killing bacteria?
What?
Hey. I was hoping we wouldn't do this tonight.
Yeah.
No, really. What is a Cloroth?
Right there.
Korra
Right there.
is the Kraken when she takes on a humanoid form. Or
Your-
mortal.
Your Kraken can look like a human.
Or Dragonborn, or Dwarf, whatever she wants to.
That's gotta be confusing. Does that mean that she can just, up and walk around the island and nobody will ever know?
Generally, yes. That's...
You don't think she could just be one of these outlets, do you?
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe she's been
We really
Ro
don't
your
know
entire
this-
life.
We really don't know the full extent of her transformation abilities. She's never given us information on that.
You guys are led across the way to the building, kind of catty corner. I have a thing. Here we go. Oh no! Wait, my thing did a dumb. Bloop.
Oh! You've got a little quest marker!
I have a lot of things.
That looks familiar.
Hi, Skyrim quest marker! It's been a while since I raged at you last.
So,
It's not flying all over the place, so it's not accurate.
I actually have a lot of markers I've used in the past for different games and stuff from Skyrim. These are it's just the easiest thing. It was the easiest thing to find. Anyway, you guys go into this building, led by the previous Aboleth, who gives you guys an introduction to this Aboleth, who is sitting on the ground, like kind of floating kind of on the ground, kind of resting. And as it kind of rises up, this Aboleth is massive. It dwarfs the other Aboleth that had shown you guys in. And it kind of, the one who had shown you in goes, "This is our leader." Again, these different voices in your heads. Rumki. And this giant Aboleth turns and its eyes lazily open and look down at you. In your guys' heads, you guys hear, again in Undercommon, because you guys haven't, or Deep Speech, sorry, you guys haven't had the conversation, blah blah blah. And this voice that you guys understand, who have the tongues ability, and I'm assuming Valinar and Carden, you guys are going to initiate the mind link before he
Yeah.
speaks.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you guys just hear, "Why have you come here?"
I turn to Valinar and say, so apparently they don't understand me when I talk. Could you tell
Oh.
it
Yep.
about the Sleeping King in our exchange for information?
Valnar will speak to him and say, "We seek information to defeat an ally of the Sleeping King."
And you're
Not
saying that
saying
in
mind
common
link.
through your mind link,
I'm-
right?
I'm doing it through my mind link, yeah.
This large aboleth kind of looks down and goes, using his telepathic bond, kind of goes, "Will this tongue be easier for you all to understand?" Speaking in common.
Oh,
As long
Oh.
as you are able to also understand it when we speak it.
I can. I've been around a very long time and have learned of many languages. This is the tongue we used to speak with your forebears. Looking at you, Dinok. When we built this place and established a place for our charge to rest and regain her strength. The Sleeping King, you say? What warrior has he sent to do his bidding this time?
a once mortal he has blessed with vampirism, named Torben.
So the curse of vampires wishes spread again.
Yes, currently 2 of the council members for the city on the surface have been turned through Torben's machinations.
Kind of shakes his head, kind of like in disgust. Weak of mind, some people are. Sorry. How has Ozar fared in this light?
He has, as far as we know, remained neutral. He has taken no overt, seeable actions yet. Though if he is planning something in the background, none of us are in the know.
I would assume that he is if I were you. Kozar has always been ambitious, but foolish. The Sleeping King's soldiers, this Torben of you, would have most of the same weaknesses that a typical Vampire wood. Do you already know what those would be?
Well, I can tell you it's not garlic.
He kind of chuckles at that. There's just kind of this.
He has taken care of one of the weaknesses. He has turned the weather domes to give off he has somehow made it so that the sunlight coming through is no longer true sunlight.
If I remember correctly, the weather domes manipulate to produce different desired weather effects. Could alternative sunlight also be a desired effect?
Very well could.
He knows what that stuff is. He has no idea how to make it or how it operates.
Why don't we just change it back to normal sunlight? Carden pipes up. Because it's also, like, it's the stupid question. Like, why can't we just turn it back to normal sunlight?
I mean, it seems like a great idea, but if Torben knew that we were coming to do that, don't you think that he would send something to try and stop us?
Also, they've hidden where the weather controls are, and only those in the know where those controls are.
1 second.
Certainly you have some kind of connection to somebody that important.
Would your uncle know?
I don't know.
I mean, he's on the council. But did they grant him the rank of master?
Just that.
Every time one of you guys make a joke like that, I look at the Discord chat and I can look at the kick button. How easy it would be.
You will never have a seat on the council.
There we go.
Now the fun can begin.
Anyway, you can respond to Carden's question, though. He doesn't even have the tab open, so he may not even realize he got booted. Anyway, talk to...
Who would have gotten a noise?
Yeah. So go ahead and respond to Carden.
I honestly don't know. It's, on one hand, not a question you would really ask that would really come up in normal conversations. On the other, I honestly don't know if Uncle would be in, even with council seating. The Weather Committee has always been secretive.
That is fair of them. But I mean, you can always ask. It's not like we don't have access to him.
We'll save that for when we return to the surface. Okay, real quick, what was the leader's name again? I missed it the first time.
Hold on, I gotta open the note sheet again. Rumkar. So R-U-M AAR.
Thank you. Writing that down real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So, Deanoch will once again turn to Rumkar and say, another thing we wish, at the very least, to make sure of. Torben has been contacting me, and during one of these conversations, he mentioned that not only hold on, brain fart.
Mm-hmm.
Not only Lady Eldervale, but also Lady Korath have been taken care of to prevent their interference.
There's a long pause. Cannon just goes, I am unsure of what he refers to. They slumber. That is all.
Pray that is. When he said that, it seemed like he had something planned, if not already enacted. Okay, real quick. From here, what direction is the, Dracolich's cave?
Northwest.
Recently, he slew and created a undead slave of a dragon to the northwest of here. And if he can do that to a dragon, with tonight being the night of the twin moons, I fear what kind of power he can wield tonight.
You are knowledgeable. I will ensure that my lady does not have any disruptions to her sleep. And you watch him go quiet for a moment. And then he goes, we continue. I have a feeling that there is more you wish to know, little dragon.
This is more of a personal question.
You okay there?
Apparently my thing does not... What is going on here?
Hello?
Okay, there we go. This
Also,
part is-
Rona hasn't returned to us.
Yeah, no, I'm seeing that. I didn't, like, block him, did I? I hit the, disconnect button.
Oh, hey, speak of him.
Oh, there he
No.
is.
Maybe.
Hello?
Ah, yes, Discord.
Push the talk, damn it. Push the talk.
Welcome back.
Nah, you kicked me from the chat, so I was just listening to your conversation on stream so I could get some of the notes and not open my mouth. But you know, that is rather inconvenient because there is a part of the conversation I missed while I was trying to get all that set up.
Well, you know what?
It's a pain in the ass to have to go reopen the chat and pop out my window and move it back to the corner. You know, there's a whole process when you kick me from the chat, and I'm very salty about that.
I'm sorry. I had to, though. Oh my goodness. My Discord just restart again? That's weird.
So good, now does it?
Oh, you're able to kick me? That's gotta change.
Yep, I'm going in channel settings right now.
It's alright. I'm not too worried about it. I was just being funny.
Actually, I don't think I have that power, but that would be sweet.
I mean, my Discord has restarted like 3 or 4 times already tonight, so I was just like, what the
No,
heck?
does not have that power. Okay, just making sure of that.
Okay. Anyway, you were saying, we can fill you in later, Rona. You were saying you had a personal matter to, that
Yes.
you were quite curious about.
"10 years ago, my wife died to what I can only assume is a curse, as none of the priests or any healer would accept her to be healed. And I have been searching these 10 years for ways to bring her back, and was wondering if you would know any ancient magics that could do such a thing."
He ponders for. Is she preserved, and how?
She has been preserved these past 10 years, frozen.
Through
Wait, hold on.
sequester.
We're about game real quick.
Hmm?
We recently changed that, didn't we?
No, she is frozen in crystal. The crystal and the machines that were used to effectively create this effect recreate the spell sequester, basically.
Would Enoch know the name of that?
I would say yes, because you and Zalpip, as well as several other mages, would have been involved in this project.
Okay, so Enoch does say it is a recreation of the spell sequester.
Understood. So you require knowledge for breaking a curse that cannot be broken. This information, little dragon, does not come cheap.
I understand.
I have a proposal. One of my kin has fallen ill and has been banished from here. The madness has touched his mind. End his madness. I will give you information you desire. You can find him to the south of here, residing in a library.
A moment, please. I must ask my companions.
Of course.
I turn to the group. I know this is not what we originally planned on, but I ask you this a favor as not just a traveling companion these past almost 5 months, but as I hope you see me, a friend.
Hasn't been quite that long in game.
4 months, he says then.
Well, I'd have to do the math, but I understand what you're saying. Anyway, moving on.
Will you assist me in this?
Did he say one of his kin?
Yes.
In a library. Is this an underwater library or something on land?
Something else entirely.
You said to the south of here, Dinok, you know if you go too much more south, there ain't land there. It's open sky.
Yeah. I turn back to...
For all intents and purposes, it would be underwater.
So I can infer that yes, it is underwater,
Yes.
and not some kind of weird distortion in space and time.
We don't know that.
I mean, as to your best guess, yes.
What is the nature of his illness?
Madness has taken his mind, is controlling his body, and potentially even his soul.
So we should expect that he may be dangerous and attack us on sight. Do you simply wish for him?
feral. If you can cure his illness, I would be appreciative. But if not, we understand. Such is the way of life and death.
Precisely. If we are unable to treat his illness and he becomes difficult, we may have to forcibly cure his disease by curing his life.
He kind of nods.
Doesn't mean we won't try. I can certainly look him over, though I'm no expert on the physiology of your kind.
That is appreciated.
I mean, if we can stay underwater here for overnight so we don't have to deal with Torben's power trip that's inevitable, that might be a safe bet.
So, above game, you want to take a long rest, fight the Aboleths, and then go see Torben all on the same day?
No, I mean, we're rested now. We could go find this Aboleth. It can't be too far from here. Find the Aboleth, see if we can help him. Come back, get the information we need, then rest, and see Torben tomorrow.
Okay. I was confused in the order of which you were wanting to do things.
That's just my suggestion. I don't know about the rest of the party.
We could accommodate you in some capacity, should you succeed. What does everyone else think?
Well, it would prevent him from fucking with us overnight.
Yes, but by that wording, that means we have to accomplish this task before we're allowed to have accommodations.
He's implying that if you don't accomplish this task, he don't need to make accommodations because you dead.
Understandable.
So, what would you guys like to do? Don't everybody speak at once.
Get ready to go.
Okay. Then I will say, you guys travel southward. The land of the library. And as you guys emerge kind of into this area, I'm going to describe it a little
Oh
bit.
shit.
I'm going to describe it a little bit. This small stone building looks nearly untouched, apart from a little bit of the water that has made its way into like the stone from the outside. The corner of the building, kind of on the right, appears to have a hole, not terribly large, but large enough for what appears to be maybe an aboleth to slide through. And as you swim closer, you guys notice that the water here is quite a bit warmer. And inside the building, or if you guys peek inside, you guys can see that the floor is littered with bone of small fish. Let's see. Small and large bones from fish to larger creatures that still reside here in these murky depths. It will allow you guys to place yourselves where you would like. And you guys,
We want to take a small break before we get started.
I will say go ahead and position your guys' selves where you would want to be. You guys can be
Carden, no.
And you guys can be inside the building. The only room that you would not be able to enter at the moment would be this one in the back right-hand corner. As several of the walls around this place have been inside have also been crushed partially, like in corners. The one room in the back right appears to be the only place that has not been touched. So, as you guys position yourselves, let's take a very quick break. And I think what we'll do is we might get part of this combat started, and then we may have to finish it next week. So we're going to take a break as you guys position yourselves, and we will be right back, guys, and like as soon as we can. So, BRB.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone. So, you guys begin stepping foot into this library. Is there anything anyone wants to do? Anywhere anyone wants to be at the moment?
I want to take a look at these books right here and see, like, just how the fuck books are surviving underwater.
So,
Are they?
So, That's the thing. Most of them are not. This library seems to have once upon a time been sealed shut, preventing any water from entering. The entering of the water has ruined a lot of the books here. But there are still some that are magically written and are held in place. Not a lot, but a few. Anyone else?
Carden will take a book off of a shelf.
Okay.
What are you going to do with it?
He's going to attempt to read it.
Okay.
That is impossible. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna roll for it. What the fuck? Actually, I rolled
Your
really
silence.
well for you. I rolled really well. Yeah, F it. Carden, high or low?
Hey.
High?
Hi.
Okay. You begin to read the words. I guess in this situation it would be. Actually, it's not necessarily words, sorry. You begin reading through what appears to be someone's notes on a event that happened long, long ago. And then you realize these notes, after a moment of flipping through, are details from the war.
Holy.
What are the rest of you guys doing as Carden's flipping through that?
I'll see if I can find some different books.
Where at? You gonna stand on those rocks and do that?
Right there.
Move.
He flew.
He flew.
No, I warlock poofed.
So, there are not. Nah. Over here, there are just a bunch of ruined books, scrolls, like pieces of paper, scrolls, not like magic scrolls. And
Ooh.
as you guys are kind of looking about, Enoch and Asta, you guys would be the first one. As this present becomes known, as there's this almost psychedelic scream coming towards all of you, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, now you've got to interpret that scream for us now. I'm sorry I asked.
I'm so sorry I asked. As this drooling mouth of an Aboleth appears in the opening behind you guys.
Oh shit!
Oh, well, that's cool.
And I'm gonna delete all
Hello.
these. One sec. And I would like all of you to roll initiative.
Be good for me, boy.
Holy shit!
11.
I'll take it.
Ooh, natural 20 for D-Knock.
14.
Natural 20, making it 22.
Mhm.
Holy
One.
Do you remember my rule? Do you remember the rules for natural 20s?
Not for initiative.
So basically, for your first turn, you have advantage on your turn for whatever it is. Go again. Asta, can you click on your token and roll initiative for me, please?
I guess
Also-
it's a good thing I went across the room.
Yeah. Also, Carden, you technically have advantage, but I really don't think you're going to roll better than a 21, so if you don't want to roll again, you don't have to.
Yeah, no.
I mean, hey, roll for the nat, right?
Exactly. 21, 23. Okay. Good lord, guys. Okay, that is everyone.
This is honestly one of the best turns Denox's ever gonna have.
Right. Now, I will say, natural 20s do not go first, but you have your own bonuses on your turn. So, with that, Asta, you're up first, and the creature is within 10 feet of you.
Why are they always like pretty close to me? That's what I want to know.
You tell me. I didn't position you there.
If I hadn't known the dude was gonna be there.
Yeah, if.
Well, obviously I want to shoot an arrow at it.
Alright, so you're just going to turn around and fling! Go ahead and roll to hit.
With that sound effect included.
Alright, you turn and bing! 21 will hit.
Sweet.
Piercing. Yeah, uh-huh. Yep. Okay. Lets out a roar of pain. You have a second shot. Uh, 19 just hits. Or a little over, but yeah, hits.
Sweet.
Oof.
Oh, that's max.
Ouch. That's 2 attacks. Oh, actually, hold on. I gotta look at your character because we've been forgetting something a lot. Yeah, Hunter's Prey. Because on your second shot, you get an extra D8 of damage on that hit. So go ahead and roll me another D8 for me. Your ability,
shit.
yeah, your ability called Hunter's Prey. It's actually
this
open
is-
on your character sheet.
And this is without my birthday crit.
Yeah. Just imagine. Excellent.
Okay.
Hey, damage is damage. That's still 20, 26, 40, 45 points of damage in one turn.
Oh, yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. Someone else step up, please. Alrighty.
We just need Carden to get some crits.
Yeah.
So,
Or if John was
do you want to do anything
available.
with your bonus action, Asta? You can bonus action Hunter's Mark so that you can deal an additional D6 on every attack hit if you wish.
God.
On every attack?
Every attack. You didn't do it at first, so going forward you would get that bonus, but not this turn. Do you wish
So
to do
is
that?
like something that I have to say like before I roll? Or...
Yeah, you just say bonus action casting Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
So would you like to do that then?
But I already did my turn.
You still have a bonus
Yeah,
action.
you've got your
though.
action, which is your attack. Then you've got your bonus action,
Yep, it's just another part
and
of
then you
combat.
can move as well.
In that case, yes.
All right, bonus action casting Hunter's Mark on the Aboleth. We are gonna give it. I don't remember what I've used in the past for Hunter's Mark. So we're gonna do the strong crossbow.
How about the archer target?
Oh, that's a good one. The archer tower, that one, right? Hey, that's the one you're talking about.
Yeah, that one.
Alrighty. Alright, do you want to move anywhere, Asta?
You can move at half your total movement speed.
It
Okay,
is.
for first, I would rather be farther away from the beast, so I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so you can move 15 feet. As you move, you're actually within melee of it, so it will take an attack of opportunity against you. However, another ability that we have sometimes forgotten about is, I'm remembering all the things tonight, is you have, what is it called? Also open on your character sheet, I believe. Come on, what's going on here? Why can't I scroll on your character sheet? That's weird. Alrighty, well then I'll just reopen it, roll 20, if you're going to be that way about it.
How rude.
Defensive tactics, which is opportunity attacks are made at disadvantage against you. So this creature is going to try and hit you at disadvantage. That's a 12. I don't think that hits you. No,
It does not.
you whoosh, and you can move 15 feet away. So 15 feet is, out here-ish. Perfect. That'll bring us to Denock.
Okay, so Denock's gonna move, take that opportunity of attack.
It already used its reaction.
Oh, okay, works for me.
Yep.
And we're gonna try this Ray of Enfeeblement.
Ooh, okay. What do you need to do? Oh, attack roll. So advantage, 21. Hits.
Which means... Put that in the chat. From now on, half damage with weapon attacks that use strength. Concentration up to 1 minute.
Alright. You are concentrating on that. I will say, just because I know this might be confusing, might have been a little confusing for you, I am going to say the natural 20, the advantage on everything is only for you, not for your skeletons, if that makes sense.
I figured that.
Okay, just, I don't want to be, well, you should, later down the road. Anyway.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I figured.
Alright, that's your action.
It's unfortunate, but that...
a bonus?
Bonus, order the skellies to attack.
Alright, are they going to go for range, or are they going to get up in its grip?
You are going to do melee attacks.
Okay, so this one will move here, and they are going to...
This one, which was right here, is going to move there.
Okay.
He's going to make a ranged attack.
Understood. Alrighty, so the two combatants in melee can make their attacks at disadvantage. 14 and an 8 miss. About 21 hits.
That's
Piercing.
pretty decent.
Alrighty.
And that'll be my turn.
Alright. Carden.
Carden, doesn't have much of an option. She's going
Things are on
to...
your way.
And do I get my full movement?
No, you're underwater.
I was thinking since we're in the library and only a little bit of water had got there, but okay.
This entire place is filled with water. Once upon a time, it probably wasn't. But it is now.
He's going to move here and bonus action rage and say, "Hey, you big worm," and shoot the grappling gun at it.
Ooh, okay.
You've wanted to use that grappling gun.
Oh yeah.
15 unfortunately misses.
Oof.
Now here's the question. Does it retract?
No. You have to physically pull it back, so it would take another you could. So because it was already loaded, you can fire with one of your attacks, and if you wanted to pull the rope back, that would be your other attack action, basically, or you could just leave it floating.
Carden will go ahead and just pull the rope back.
Okay, so that's your whole action then. You've used your
Yep.
bonus action. You could technically move a little bit more. Do you wish to do so?
I'll move closer.
Okay. That'll bring us to the Aboleth's turn. The Aboleth. This one is not going to be as nice. What it takes to do that. So it is going to give a look at Carden. Yeah, we'll say Carden. Carden, can you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
I get advantage, correct?
Yeah, because of
Hellish
your
Guard.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's normal wisdom. Same difference.
What?
Because wisdom saving is still 2.
Alright, I'll let it slide. Okay. It's then going to basically attack with its tentacles on... We'll start at the bottom of your skeletons and work our way up from there. Go skeleton, the first one. Sorry, I just half punched my mic. 14 to hit. On a skeleton.
Yep.
That is 12 points of bludgeoning damage for the first hit. 15 to hit on the second one. Another 12 points of bludgeoning damage. Also, are skeletons vulnerable to bludgeoning?
Uh,
I don't remember. I'd have to look. Do you happen to know off the top of your head?
yes, they are.
Okay, so that's 24 per
It's gone.
hit.
It's gone.
Okay, I don't know how many hit points it has, so...
21.
It has 21.
Yep.
So I'm going to go ahead and just mark off this other one too, because it would have taken the same, because the first hit would have taken that one, and then the second attack would have been on that one. Okay?
Yep.
Alrighty. And then the last attack will be on Carden. That's a natural 20, Carden. Good thing you're
Oof.
raging, right?
Yep.
So that is... 1 second here. Oh, that sucks. That's 25 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced
Meh.
to... Huh?
That's it. Nice.
Yeah, reduced to 12.
But then that was a nat 22, wasn't it?
I doubled. I rolled the extra dice. So, because I
You
rolled...
said it was a bad roll.
No, that was a good roll actually. I rolled max damage on the critical roll. I rolled a 3 and a on 4d6. I rolled 2 6s, a 3, and a 5.
Oof.
And then it will. Five.
Oh, hi.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it'll move there. Where it's moved. That'll bring us to Katya.
Yeah. Okay. I've been wanting to try this, so I'm going to cast a chromatic orb for lightning damage
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, great.
at 3rd level.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I mean, roll it.
Oh, shit!
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
Um!
That is a natural 20. So a 30 to hit on a chromatic orb. At 3rd level.
Holy shit!
Owie.
You wanted to try doing all the damage, didn't you?
apparently it knew we were underwater.
So, yeah, because it's 3d8 at 1st level, 2nd, 3rd. So yeah, 10d8, which is how it rolled it. So that is a grand total of, what is that, 43 points of damage?
43.
Big oof. Big oof.
So, does anything happen since it was lightning underwater?
So, by D&D rules, no.
Oh, okay.
And honestly, I don't think that, well, and some water doesn't conduct electricity very well, so I'm not gonna into that one. So nothing extra really happens. But that freaking hurted. Anything else?
Oh, I'm over here. I'm over here talking at my screen, and I don't even have the button pushed down.
Nope. Anything else for your turn?
Wouldn't salt water be more conductive than fresh water?
Actually, I believe salt water is less conductive. Regardless, I'm
Okay.
going to say for the purposes of game mechanics and not making this counter totally unbalanced, no.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I still need to do my wild magic surge.
Yes, you do. Please roll.
Let's see if that works.
Nope, that's not it. I don't think anyway. What the heck? Why are there so many dice there?
Oh, it rolled 10d10.
Oh, you rolled 10d10, not percentile.
Push to talk.
Gosh darn it! Thank you. I'm never gonna get used to that. Yeah. There was no option for percentile. So I just went with the 10d10 because that'll give me a value between 1 and 100.
Sure. We'll work
Or
with it.
actually, oh,
Wouldn't.
you're right. It would not. It's guaranteed to
It'd
at
be
least be
10 and
10.
100.
Okay, I'll just use the dice thing on here then. Bloop. 10.
10. Cool. Alright, do you wish for it to go through? It is something you've had before.
It is because it's not on my list.
I have had it marked, so do you wish for it to go through? It is something positive.
Sure, do it.
Yeah, and it happens. Alrighty. End of your turn?
Oh, I don't notice anything happened.
Not at the moment.
Okay. As a bonus action, I'm going to do a spell slot conversion, 6 sorcery points for 4th level.
Alrighty. At the end of your turn, it's going to use a legendary action. I gotta check something quick. Alrighty. It will use a legendary action to make a tail attack on we forgot about Ray and Feebleman already, D-Knock. Well, we'll remember going forward. It will make it on it's gonna hit Asta, because Asta has heard it probably the most.
Ugh,
That it
I
can
saw that
reach.
coming, but still. So.
Yeah. Okay. 16 to hit. What's your armor class, Asta?
Ha! 17.
Okay, so it misses. That brings us to Valinar.
So quick question.
Yep.
Are touch spells at disadvantage?
No.
Okay.
I don't believe
So we're gonna try this.
Yeah, that's weird. That's a weird question. Because magic works normally. I'm gonna say no. You're fine with that.
Okay, cool. We're going to attempt inflict wounds at level 4.
Ooh, okay.
Mother of
It
crit,
rolls.
please.
No,
Oh, no.
Yeah, but a
That's a
23.
23 to hit.
Still.
That's still 43 points of damage.
Yeah. Mother of hits.
Ah.
That hurts. Can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Oh boy.
If you
Oh, that's
catch-
not too bad. Okay, that is bad. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
Do I die instantly?
No. I mean,
I just dropped dead. Oh, later. Gotcha.
alrighty. Alright, that brings us to Asta.
It hurted you. Do you want to hurt it back?
It didn't hit it.
Why, of course. It tried to hurt me, though.
True. You're gonna shoot it?
How hurt is it, just by the way?
It's bloody. You're not gonna kill it this turn.
Unless.
I mean, that would be some crazy damage numbers, but
If I were to use my
yeah.
birthday, if I were to use my birthday crit right now, would it kill it?
probably not.
Damn.
You would have to be rolling insane. But yeah,
You'd have to be rolling everything max damage, probably.
and even then, it's kind of like, It's a hardy creature. Oh, I forgot to do something before your turn. Sorry. Sorry, I meant to do this before. I gotta remember these as well. At the end of the combat round.
Fire actions.
Nope. Well, those two. At the end of the combat round, smelling. Yeah,
Oh.
Carden. Smelling blood. You guys watch as a large shark poke its head inside of this
That's crap.
That's great.
thing here, and it will move up and attempt to take a chomp on Carden. Not a very high CR, guys. Like, give me something here. 14 to hit Carden.
That will miss.
Alright, it does not bite you. It's like, nom nom nom, and you're just like, no!
I'm just like, pet?
Oh no.
I can see that.
Now it is Asta's turn.
Well, okay. I will continue to save my birthday crit then, and I will just hit it normally.
Okay. That's not normally, but yeah, so 17 just misses this corrupted. Not corrupt. Insane Aboleth.
Oh, damn it. I should have used my defensive tactics thing.
That's a disadvantage when you run away from it.
Okay, fine, whatever. Do I have another hit?
Yep.
Oh, come on!
16 does not hit, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Are you going to run away from it?
I mean, I don't want to, but if I stay here, it's probably gonna hurt me, so...
We'll find out, huh?
I'm gonna move a little bit just in case. Whenever I don't, I am
Okay.
sorry for it.
It is going to attempt to hit you as you leave its space.
I'll just slowly back away.
Oh man, I think I missed with a 14.
You sure did.
Yeah, but the other one was a natural 20. Good thing for disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay. At the end of your turn, it is going to take another legendary action, and is going to. You know what? I think it's going to hit your skeleton.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'll hit. That's a 26 to hit.
Okay.
That is. Oh, well.
Does it do more than 11?
No, it does 10.
One.
And it does 10 because it rolled 10 points of damage, and then it gets doubled because it's vulnerable to bludgeoning, but then it gets halved because of brave enfeeblement, which I forgot to roll for at the end of his turn, which is fine. I'll let it ride until his turn. So it deals 10 points of damage.
Sorry about that. Ignore that table.
Well, it's not like you're using up our entire chat. Anyway.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out how to get this damn thing to work right.
Anyway, that'll bring us to D-Knock.
Yep. You know, I just realized something. I don't have a lot of actual attacks.
Oops.
A lot of my stuff is support stuff.
This is when I say support, but you know. Or then support, but you know, hey.
Eldritch could fuck you. That's basically, I think, what you have.
So,
You know what? Let's... Yeah. Let's see if it can take a blight.
ooh, okay, this is a con save.
Seven. Yeah.
I rolled really low. Hopefully its con is good. Not good enough. That's a 10.
Alright, then it takes...
30.
Yeah, it takes the full 30.
That hurts.
And at the end of my turn, I will move 15 feet away. And the Skelly is going to swing its short sword.
He didn't. I just couldn't remember. Okay. Disadvantage.
And miss.
6. Misses. Okay.
And it's actually going... The Skelly's actually going to go...
Alrighty. Love it. At the end of your turn,
Yes.
it'll use its last legendary action for the round. And it will it'll hit or attempt to hit Valinar.
Oh, well, I'm just gonna Warding Flare if I know it's attacking me.
Okay, sure. You'll see it coming. That's a 19 to hit.
Dang it. My AC's 18.
Sorry. That's 12 points of bludgeoning damage. Oh, excuse me. And
Okay.
yes, can you make... You're already that way. Yeah, okay. Make another Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Great. Something that stacks. 16.
Okay, you're okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and add this so that I don't even forget again.
Did I have whatever that is?
No, this layer. Anyway, no, you're fine.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Carden.
Carden will,
You now have 2 big fish to either side of you.
you know what? As tempting as it is, we can't do it. Carden's going to go ahead and make the swing at the the swings at the big sharks. But
Okay.
by making the swings, I mean he's going to try and hug. Oh.
So you're dealing damage?
No, he's going to try and grapple.
Okay, so make a athletics check, and the shark will.
Or would it be
contest-
animal handling?
No, he's trying to mount. That's cocked. Ooh.
Athletics.
So, yep, with advantage because you're raging.
Take 20 or take 20?
Oh,
Holy
hey,
shit.
Wow.
The shark rolled a 21, so I thought you were going to have to roll high, but you have grappled it.
Nat 20 or nat 20, folks.
Jesus.
What the fuck is up with tonight?
I'll take it.
That's awesome.
The game is just giving out nat 20s like it's candy on Halloween.
Apparently.
You know why? It's because it's my birthday.
Hey,
Probably.
alrighty. So,
Oh,
If there's a
birthday.
reason, that's a wonderful one.
you have it grappled.
I'm going to essentially I'm going to grapple it.
I would say, due to optional rules, you would have knocked it prone. But because you guys are in water, I'm going to say that it's not really possible to knock it prone.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I figured we're in water. It's more Carden's trying to like mount the shark.
As long as you don't jump it.
Okay.
And he's gonna be like, and then he's, yeah, that that will be his turn then.
That's all you're gonna do? Okay.
Well, because my action to grapple, right?
No, it's an attack to grapple.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
Okay, so then...
it's a special attack. It replaces one of your attacks. Yep.
And then for my other attack, I'm going to... At that point, it would probably take me out of, like, melee with Aboleth, would it? Or, no, I'd still technically be in this...
He wants to be riding the shark.
He's basically going to try and ride the shark and hit the Aboleth with his axe. Or, I mean, I could do...
I would say you could do one or the other, but if you attack the Aboleth, you're going to let go of the grapple, because your weapon is a two-handed weapon.
Yeah,
And the shark is large.
Yeah, he's going to try and, like,
What are you doing, Carden? Come on.
Okay. He's going to try and just chuck a hand axe.
Okay. So, roll to hit. Technically you have disadvantage because you're within melee. But a 26, even though it's at disadvantage, will still fucking hit.
That is...
Ridiculous, I know.
Yeah.
You rolled a nat 20 and a 18.
5 damage.
Amazing. Alrighty.
That's actually pretty good for a hand axe.
Yeah. Alrighty. Now the lair action will happen. And can I have... I just want to double check and make sure people are within range. Can I have everyone make a intelligence saving throw?
Oh god.
Oh boy.
9.
5!
7. God dang it. Oh, we're fucked.
I don't know what you're all talking about.
You know what? I don't like the sound of the DM laughing.
One person rolled above a 10. This D-Knock rolled a 23.
That makes me laugh.
Too much.
Okay. So everyone but D-Knock are now under the effects of phantasmal force. So, effectively, there is. I'm gonna just say do this for the sake of narrative. There is a, to your guys' perspective, there is a creature of some sort next to you that has drawn your attention to and is causing you guys to focus your attention on it. For all intents and purposes, it is real. I think. Screw it. I'll say it does. At the start of your turn, everybody at the start, as it brought out, everybody that failed, take 1 psychic damage.
So question.
Yep.
I'm resistant to psychic damage.
Okay. Half of
So I
one.
still take 1?
Half of 1 is still 1.
Dang it.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, am I not resistant as well? I believe I am.
Half of 1 is 1.
What did we
I'm
just go through?
resistant.
How are you double resistant?
Yes, I'm raging.
No,
because of his barbarian class.
Totem Bear is resistance to all damage except for psychic damage.
Oh yeah, and then Couch Star Psychic.
Yeah. So half of 1 is 1.
Just take the 1 damage and stop arguing.
Exactly. Alrighty. That's fun. Now it's the Aboleth's turn.
Just 1 HP. Come on, man.
And he is going to look at... Yeah, he's going to look at you, Katya. Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please? You hurted the fuck out of it. Oh.
Oh, I don't like that.
That is a failure. You are charmed by the Aboleth.
Awesome.
And the creature will give you a telepathic link of kill them. Kill the intruders, is basically what he says. You are under his control to do that, and unfortunately, you are not able to take reactions.
So if I am told to kill them, can I rationalize that I can attack these new creatures that just appeared out of nowhere?
So the only one that you see is the one right beside you.
Well, yeah, that's a problem. That's an intruder.
Was that a
Absolutely.
spell? Is that considered
No.
a spell?
It is
Okay.
not. So, and then he is going to make... He's going to attack your skeleton, try and get rid of it, because that thing's holding him down from moving. That's a 17 to hit. It has 1 HP. I don't think I need to roll damage. Right?
It has 11.
Oh, it has 11 HP yet? Okay. Then
Yeah,
I
because you
will-
only did one attack on it.
Okay, then I will roll damage. That is 12 points of damage.
Now it's gone.
Okay. And
Because
then,
it would just take straight damage because weak
right.
to bludgeoning, but
And then it will move there in order to put Asta back in range again. But it will also make a attack on... It'll make an attack on Asta and Carden. So the first attack on Asta... ooh, that'll hit. That's a 25 to hit. No! You suffer 12 points of bludgeoning damage. And can you make a Constitution saving throw for me? Okay. Alrighty.
So you said I take 12 points of damage?
Yep, 12 points of bludgeoning damage. And then the attack against Carden. Technically, it is in flanking position now with somebody it is technically an ally with. And I'm referring to the shark, not the shadow thing. That is a 27 to hit you, Carden.
That will hit.
And you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to 5 because of rage. And can you make a Constitution saving throw for me?
reduced again.
Oh, you're right. What did I tell Asta?
12.
Asta, you take 6, not 12. Carden, you take... half of 5 is 2. So I'm gonna... Actually, I'm just gonna write them down. Oh my god, Carden!
Oh god.
What the hell?
Did you bake your dice in game?
No.
Bro, that's another natural 20, double natural 20, by the way, guys, on a podcast. So yeah, double natural 20. Alrighty then.
What are the chances of 2 double nat 20s?
I don't know.
Insane.
Katya is the math person. Ask them. Alrighty, that'll end.
Go to
the
Katya's
Aboleths'
math
turn.
corner for that.
That'll end the Aboleth's turn. That brings us to Katya.
Well, I believe the chances of rolling at once is 1 in 200.
You're also welcome to make a to use your action to inspect the person in front of you or this creature in front of you to attempt to end the effects if you so desire.
Okay. But for the moment, I perceive it as completely real, and I'm going to try and attack it.
Okay.
Hang on, I gotta click it. Wrong button.
Any day now.
Okay, you are technically within melee of it, so go ahead and roll it at disadvantage.
Okay, well, it would help if I was rolling the actual to hit instead of the damage.
Also true.
Seems like there's a spell hiccup.
Yeah,
Found it.
I worried that or
Okay, so that's 23 on that first one.
Alright. For all intents and purposes, that hits.
And 20 on the second.
And roll damage.
That is a whole 20 points of damage against this.
You watch
thing
as
next
this
to me.
creature just takes these hits from this spell, taking what you seem to be what you view as 20 points of damage.
Sweet. And then I'm going to try and back up 5 feet.
Okay. As you do so, this creature takes a swipe at you, and you take 3 points of psychic damage as you start your turn under the effects of Phantasmal. Alrighty. Valinar. From fighting
We're
this thing,
gonna.
from fighting this thing, because it's at the start of your turn, I believe.
Okay.
Doesn't really say. Just yeah, I'm gonna say at the start of your turn, you take 5 psychic damage.
Is that already reduced?
No, it is not. So you take 2.
Okay.
I forgot your resistance
All right.
to psychic. I'm used to only having
And-
things for Carden.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who knew that psychic resistance actually came in handy?
For now.
So that would actually be one. No.
it's
never mind.
it's psychic damage. It's not physical.
Yep. I realized that
Yeah.
the moment it came out of my mouth. It's like, nope. Shut up.
It's all right.
So
Thank you for reminding
Valinar-
me because I am forgetting about that.
yeah. So Valinar, and seeing that he has kind of 2 enemies
Oh shoot! I'm gonna
now.
real quick. I am gonna try and make that save against your spell. I don't think that's gonna do. That's a 5 on the die. What's your spell save DC?
17.
I think it's con, right? The save for that.
I'm going back up and check. You know what? I'm just going to.
Yeah, re-click the spell because Katya put a big table in our thing.
Yeah.
Constitution save. So that's an
I'm
11.
sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. I rolled an 11. It's still up. All right. So what are you doing, Valinar?
We're gonna use Radiance of the Dawn.
Ooh, okay. This is a con save, right?
Yes.
Ooh, I don't think so. That's a.
Yeah.
I
Con
think
save.
that's a 13.
No, my DC is 17 for that.
Owie. That fucking hurted it.
That also, I believe, hits the shark as well, because I think that's in range. Yeah.
Oh, it is? Okay. I will roll for the shark.
Yeah, it's 30 feet.
Ooh, big boy. I rolled an 18 for the shark.
So it takes half damage.
So half of 21 is 10. Alrighty. Your illusionary friend also recoils from this light, as well as the other two creatures around you.
And do I have... Where did my thing go? I'm gonna bonus action healing word myself real quick.
Okay.
Which is a 8.
Alrighty. Very nice. Alrighty.
Yeah.
That'll end your turn. At the end of your turn, the Aboleth is going to use a legendary action and is going to... I think you can reach. Yeah, it's going to whack on Asta.
Not again.
Ooh, 26 to hit.
Go team!
That is... I gotta look up damage again, sorry. That is 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Half.
Oh, wait, sorry, hold on, I might have rolled the wrong thing. Sorry, hold on, that's, so 15 plus the legendary action.
Go.
1, so 16 halved to 8.
Where'd it go? Right there.
Okay.
So you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage. And that'll bring us to... Oh, the shark. Dun, 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 dun. The shark. Also, Carden, real quick, just remind me. I'm pretty sure I'm right on this, but you don't have all your hit points, right?
No.
All right, that's what I thought. The shark has advantage on biting you.
Yeah, I know.
I forgot.
Does Carden
But
still
he's
have a
also
grapple?
grappled to it.
So grappling does not affect attacks. The speed of the shark is just 0.
But
I know.
he's
It's crap
Yeah,
rules. I
yeah,
know.
it's pretty stupid. It's how D&D rules it.
Yeah.
but
Which is why I know. I know.
Logic
I know.
does not.
Logic, I know.
Hmm.
So that is at advantage. That is a 23 to hit, and you will take 10 points, reduced to 5 of piercing damage.
Owie, shark.
Yeah. Alrighty. At the end of the shark's turn, the Aboleth is going to use a legendary action to attack Asta again.
Come on, dude.
No!
Go team!
That's like a 21 to hit.
Just because I attack you doesn't mean you gotta attack me.
Yes, it does, and you really freaking hurted it. Other than Katya, who's now on his side, you have been the other person to like single-handedly demolish this creature. So
I thought I dealt just as much as Katia did in that one attack.
that's true. So
Well, it's my birthday, just don't kill me.
I won't.
Eh.
But he'll make you wish you were dead.
He doesn't kill you, the hospital pills will.
So that's another 16 points reduced to 8.
Asta's too stubborn to die.
Reduced to 8. Valinor took his psychic damage. Excellent. That will bring us to Asta. Asta, you take 5 points of psychic damage at the start of your turn from fighting this phantasmal being beside you.
Oh, come on.
Yep. So, I will tell you now that the creature... see, this is the question. Can it still attack something different? Oh, wait, no, you have to use an action to... Alright, give me just 1 second here. Really fast reading this spell just to see. Doesn't say anything about that. So it doesn't say that you can't not attack the Aboleth. But your brain tells you that if you do try to attack the Aboleth, that the creature beside you would attempt to intervene with your shot. But I will also tell you that if you choose to use your your birthday 20 here, you will most likely be able to kill it.
That's enough for me. I'm using it.
Okay. I'm going to say, because birthday crit rules and I don't want to be that guy, it is a critical hit. You don't have disadvantage. You just hit. So go ahead. Go ahead and roll. I'm assuming you're going to use your sharpshooter, right?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack then, just so that we have, just so that you can click on the damage. So go ahead and roll an attack on that shot.
This better kill it.
We'll find out. So, okay. Go ahead and click for
Thank
damage.
God it's a crit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I mean, it was a crit failure roll, but yeah. So, So, go ahead and roll 2 more d8s and a d6, and 2 d6 for me.
So 2d8 and 2c.
No,
2d.
3d8 and 2d6.
Okay.
One more D8.
Yeah, one more d8, one less d6. Because those d6s were 6. World. Oh, there we go. So we have 21, 27, 28, 34, 40. And the last d8 was another 6, so 46 points of damage. Asta, would you like to describe how you kill this motherfucker?
Violently.
Violently. I will say that you kind of line up the shot and just, and you watch as it sinks into the eye, the center eye of this creature, and it roars in pain as it thrashes around before the blood begins to fill the space around it, and it slowly floats to the ground, motionless. But we are not out of initiative, because there's still a shark. You have a second shot, Asta. It technically is in range if you wish to shoot it.
Would this remove the phantasms as well as my charm?
You know what? Because of the layer... Hold on one second. Let me layer. You know what? It doesn't specifically say. I'm going to say yes.
Thank God.
Also, I want to point out, Asta, when you rolled the 21 piercing damage on that sharpshooter attack, that was actually exactly enough what you needed to kill it. It only had 21 HP left.
Perfect.
So,
Perfect.
So roll a second shot on the shark, as it is still in combat.
And trying to nibble on our barbarian friend.
Yeah.
I need me some
Somehow.
Jaws music, though. No.
Dude.
Copyright.
Dun, 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 dun,
What?
Dun, dun.
Did I miss something?
No. 17 hits.
Oh, good.
Oh my goodness gracious alive.
Or how about not alive?
Oh, actually, I will also say you used your bonus action to move a Hunter's Mark onto this creature, so go ahead and roll... Oopsie. Go ahead and roll a
You
D6.
killed it.
Okay, we'll take it.
I don't know how I managed to do that. Go ahead and roll a D6 for me. Jesus.
Wow.
Well, it's not going to get back around to its turn. D-Knock, do you want to kill this poor sucker?
Do it.
Sure, let's go with a level 2 magic missile.
That's more than enough. Like, it has 4 HP.
I don't care. I want to.
Not anymore.
You turn this thing into shark bait. Like, ooh ha ha. And with that, combat has ended. As you guys take some time to look around this underwater library, you guys find quite a bit of useful information.
I must ask, how are we expected to diagnose its issues if it's dead?
That was the other option of how to solve the problem.
Well, I want to do a medicine check on it.
Sure.
Soft 20.
I mean, it's dead. From what you could tell, there wasn't any kind of real difference. The one thing that you would have seen kind of during the battle would have been that the eyes that it had this like glowing red and kind of smoke during
Oh no!
that happened. That would have been
Like
the only
the
thing
red that the wolves that attacked us had.
No, different.
Okay.
Different. Actually, you know what? You were connected to it.
I was.
Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh come on.
Oh shit!
Well,
No. This is gonna depend on what he can ascertain from it.
Hey, an 18.
wow.
Okay. It's gonna be great. Actually, this will be a perfect place. So, while you were connected to this Aboleth under its control, there was a moment, a brief moment, and it's only being brought back to you now as you're trying to figure out what is wrong or what was wrong with this. That there was a slight moment when that effect took place. Found yourself standing in the voidless sky. Saw a red star in the distance. And this
That's not
feeling,
foreboding at all.
in this feeling that it was chasing you.
Say that again. I think you cut out.
That it was chasing you.
The red star.
The red star. This feeling that it was chasing you. And that's going to be where we end the episode for this week.
Wait, I can't insight it.
Nope.
Awesome.
Yeah. Because this all happened in a fraction of a second. So, yeah. Nope. That is where we're going to end the episode this week. Because it's always fun to occasionally end on a cliffhanger. I was going to leave the cliffhanger being knowledge and information, but no, this one's much better. So, yeah. We're going to end it there this week, guys, because it's late. We finished that combat. And I am ready for next week already. So, excuse me.
You're already ready to go? Jeez.
Oh, absolutely. I could do this all the time.
Sweet.
So, once again, guys, thank you guys for coming and checking out the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, just in case you missed it at the beginning, we do have a podcast now available. It's up on Podbean, but what we're doing instead of overloading everybody is I'm going to release 3 episodes a week. So while that may not seem like a lot, that's a lot of hours for people to sit through. So this 3 podcasts a week is somewhat manageable to most extents. But this way we can actually get all of our podcasts and stuff out and get caught up to the current number before we end the series, or this we all die of old age. But that is kind of how things are going, so check it out over there. I will announce on my Twitter every time that I put those videos up, so just follow me over there and stay tuned, and you guys will see all of the podcasts being put out. Well, thank you guys as always. I hope everyone had a good night playing D&D. Denoc, you're one step closer to figuring out how to revive your wife. So maybe next week we'll figure out. Oh, next week. Okay. Maybe next week we'll figure out what happens. Actually, I totally forgot that was next week. There is a pretty good chance that we will not have a session next week, actually.
Oh?
Yes. So
Is it because it's Friday the 13th?
Well, no, I would love to kill you guys on Friday the 13th. No, my wife and I and child are actually planning to go to the zoo that weekend. And because we're going to be traveling for it, we're leaving Friday sometime, I believe. So, but because of the rising number and with like COVID and stuff like that, there is a chance that we may not go. And my wife is very indecisive and will probably try to decide last minute. So I will keep everyone posted via the Discord and my Twitter about what that looks like. So sorry guys, I didn't realize that until just now when I looked down and saw that today was the 8th or the 7th. So
I think today's the 6th, actually.
Well, for you, for me, I live in
Oh,
the
right,
future.
True. What's it look like over there?
Dark.
That's not helpful.
I
Always.
figured out how to turn off the sun.
I'm still working on it. I have had no success.
Anyway, guys, again, thank you. I hope everyone has a great weekend, and I look forward to the next time we all meet. Good night, everyone.
See y'all
Nah.
in a week or two.
Good night.